Alright, so welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Scenarios. We finally have a new one with the release of Season 3 and it's actually like, a bit different. Usually it's just, boot on some brand new softs at the end of a race and try and overtake some cars. But this time, we actually have a recreation of a real-life race, which is Ollie Bearman at Saudi Arabia, of course, his debut in the Ferrari. And all you've got to do is recreate his race, which is finished P7, but I'm going to actually try and improve on his result and maybe go for like a podium. So let's see and get straight into it. Alright, so here we are. Now, I don't actually know which difficulty to load up. I've gone for 110 because in my Haas to Glory series, I played at this track on 110 and in a Haas, I was, competing at the front. So I think going by that, if I'm going to win a Ferrari, we should be okay. So yeah, target's top 7. Is the setup if you want to quickly pause it and copy it. I don't really care. There you go, it's pretty good. Without further ado, let's do this thing. I wonder how many times I'm going to crash today, because, I am quite notorious for crashing around this track, just because of the amount of walls and the amount of, technical areas this track has. As we can see as well, Magnussen has a 10-second penalty, which, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really remember anything about the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in real life. Did he have one of those? I know he did some, defensive masterclass to get Hulkenberg in the points, but did he actually get a penalty? Obviously he did, but I don't really remember it. So there's 6 or 7 laps that you get, and you need to finish in the top 7, and you're currently P12, so you've got to do 1 car a lap to actually complete it. But if you look at the bottom left of your screen, P7 is currently, 3 places ahead of Magnussen, which is going to be the Mercedes. There are a lot of cars in a small space there, so if you catch up to P7, you could probably go for, a P5, but, I'm not even catching up to Alex Albon at the moment, so let's focus on that first, I reckon. Alright, Ollie Bearman gets the fastest lap of the race. I don't know how, that was a pretty stinky first lap, but it's okay. We are making a lot of gains on Alexander Albon. Whoa! Big skid from the Ferrari. What is that oversteer? My tyres are brand new. That shouldn't be happening on brand new mediums, but whatever, I guess. Holy moly, I have got no confidence in this car whatsoever. I feel like I'm driving a death trap. I feel like any moment I'm just going to get sent flying into a wall and I'm very scared. But here's Albon. He's on recharge mode, so I reckon I can get him down this first DRS. Of course, if I fail, good thing there's a second DRS, just to make life even harder for Albon. I've actually hit the wall a little bit there, but that's a nice exit. That should be good enough. I reckon I've got the straight line speed for this. Here we come. Hello, Mr. Albon. Dun, 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 dun. Lovely move. And I don't think that I actually lose DRS, but I should be okay. Maybe I should have waited until this straight, but whatever. We're past Albon. We're up a place. Now we have a 2.5 second gap to Kevin Magnussen, who, if I'm not mistaken, should be on old softs at this stage. Does anyone know how to get high scenario scores? Because I just want to bring this up temporarily. The last scenario they released, which was Max Verstappen at Zandvoort, I completed that event on 110 difficulty with ABS off, manual gears on, no flashbacks, and I won the event. And I had a faster, total time than pretty much everyone, and yet I was 200,000 points off of the top 10. So if anyone knows, the secret to getting high scenario scores, please let me know, because I am very puzzled. But, we're not really focused on the scores at this current moment. We're focused on actually completing it first. And we have managed to get within that second of K-Mag, and we should be able to get him maybe down the main straight, but it's going to be tough. I've had a very stinky final corner, and the exit was especially poor, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get K-Mag, but I will take it over fastest lap. That's quite nice. And actually, you know what? Whoa! Magnussen on the defense. I'm going for it anyway, down the inside. I wasn't expecting that one, was you, lad? Get back to the retirement home. See you later, mate. Ta-da! Lovely move. I don't think he was expecting me to commit to that, but I did. And, yeah, those old softs not really working well for him, and now we have a 2-second gap up the road to Hulkenberg, and then we have a 6-second gap, I've gone off a bit there, to Lewis Hamilton, and then there's actually a very small gap to Lando Norris. I believe that both of the RBs, no, an RB and an Aston, so there's a little cluster of cars coming up if I can catch them, and that would be lovely. Right, I'm cooking Hulkenberg really bad. I've managed to catch up by about 1.4 seconds in just 2 sectors, and actually, I think I'm just going to miss out on DRS, which is really cringe. Oh, I'm really bad at that final corner, my goodness. And I actually do manage to shithouse DRS. So that's nice. Also, can I just point out, Magnussen has just been given another 10-second penalty, which I think did happen in real life. But of course, that's the reason that Hulkenberg got points in real life, if you remember, because of Magnussen's chaotic defending, shall we say. And then he did it again in Miami, and it was completely uncalled for, and that's why he managed to end up getting banned, which is still crazy to think about. But he's back, and he's still just as mid as he was before he left. I'm thinking of a blockbuster move on Hulkenberg here. I think, no, he's not going to give me space, so I'm going to switch to the inside, which I should be able to make it stick because I've got not just a car advantage, not just a grip advantage, but a driver advantage as well. I'm class. Up to P9. What is my gap to Lewis Hamilton? It's going to be 3.6 seconds, so that's 3 seconds a lap. But we have to keep in mind is that there's only 2.5 laps left. I need to get a move on. My goodness, this is going to be close. Finally nailed the final corner, my goodness. What a time to be alive. Got that gap down to 3 seconds, but my ERS is actually very stinky, and that is going to cost me a lot of lap time, to be honest, and I'm not happy about it whatsoever. Another positive is that Hamilton is, well, he's a bit slow, and also ahead, Alonso and Norris are fighting, so that should allow me to catch up. This is definitely not over. I think it is going to be a last lap kind of, you know, gust. Oh, I've done that a bit wrong. Don't worry about it, it's fine. We also have a lapped Williams car. Thank you for letting me buy. That's a perfect place to do it. Thank you very much, whoever that is. Logie, Sagi, or Alex Albon. It isn't going to be Colapinto yet, because it's going to take about 7 months to add him to the game. In fact, they might not add him at all. I generally think they're not going to add Colapinto to F1 24 as an F1 driver. Because they did do it to Ricciardo. It took them ages to do that, so why would they do it to Colapinto? I mean, they've already got the player model. Just put him in, but whatever. We have DRS on Hamilton now. Stop reeling him in. Bad news is, though, we've only got 1 lap, and I've got to catch up 3.5 seconds to Fernando Alonso. I don't know if I can actually do that, you know. First things first, though, I need to actually go for a move on Lewis Hamilton. Here we go. It's going to be another fastest lap for Ollie Bearman at 29.8. Go on, son! We're on the outside of a 7-time world champion. You don't need to get, you don't get to do that very often. Another a lovely move. 2.8 to Alonso. I need to actually do a really nice lap here if I want to catch up. So, let's have it. Oh, I have got no chance. Sector 1, I've only caught up by half a second. Oh yeah, this is cooked. I'm going to get nowhere near. How have I lost this? I thought my pace was, like, good enough. Huh, that's really annoying. So gap goes to 1.8. And unless Norris and Alonso crash into each other, this ain't going to happen. And I believe Alonso has actually just made a clean move. Yes, he has. You absolute cringe lords. Imagine, like, fighting fairly. Oh, that's pissed me off. How have I lost? I mean, okay. So we cross the line, and I take a P7. No, sorry, a P8, and I actually fail the scenario. I thought that my pace was more than good enough. Wow, okay, fair enough. I was not expecting that at all. Sure. Well, there we go. So, P7, I keep saying P7, P8 for Ollie Bearman, plus the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, that's really annoying, to be honest. Wait. Hold up, wait, Perez has a 10-second penalty. Was that, I mean, obviously, but that couldn't have already been added on. There's no way he was second. Wait, was he second? I was. There he is. All right, fair enough, Checo. Bro's got pace. All right. I want to quickly look at my lap times, though, because I genuinely thought that I was going to be quick enough. Let's see. Lando Norris doing a... Okay, I guess everyone went off track limits every single lap, sure. So, Norris is doing a mental, like, spray of lap times. I'm just going to say, like, high 31s and then, like, low 32s, I guess, excuse me. So I'm, on average, like, about a second quicker than Norris per lap. That's annoying. I do feel like this is doable on 110 for me if I just kept it clean. There was a, I mean, if we go on my laps, I was very inconsistent. You can see, like, 31 dead, and then 30, I think, like, I mean, like, there's a second, 2 tenths, a second, half a second. If I kept that more clean, and made my overtakes a lot cleaner, I reckon I can do that. But that's going to be all from me today. I'm sorry this was so short, but I've got work to do, blimey. This is a fun scenario, actually recreating a race is, you know, it's quite fun. So you can go try this out for yourself. Right now it is going to be out for, I believe, about 2 weeks. Top 5% get the best rewards. I don't actually know what the rewards are going to be. I'm going to have a quick look before I wrap up this video. But, yeah, it was pretty fun overall. It's the same sort of concept, being on fresher, newer tyres, having to cut through the field near the end of a race. That's like the bog standard scenario, but we move. That was pretty good. Right, so it turns out that you actually don't get any, like, specific rewards whatsoever. You don't get, like, an Ollie Bearman helmet, or, like, some random livery, or even a race suit, or you don't get absolutely nothing. What you do get is... Oh, actually, no, you do. I was lying. I just looked at that symbol in the bottom right, saw the cog with the question mark, and thought that was a car part. What you actually get is this. This is for top 30%, which is very doable for most of you watching. You get this crown emblem, which looks pretty cool, and you also get Oliver Bearman's helmet from 2024, and I must say, that is a very, very good helmet. I really like that. It just looks like Lando Norris's, but better. I like that a lot. So those are the rewards you get from the scenario. That's going to be all from me today. You can go play this right now. It has 23 days left, so you've got plenty of time. I'm for sure going to be going to grind this and try and go for top 5, top 4, that kind of area. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you lot later. Peace!